There's a kind of grief that doesn't scream or shout. It just sits quietly behind your ribs and tightens day by day. Nathan carried that grief with him like a second spine, stiff, fragile, inescapable. It had been 6 months since the accident, since a drunk driver, a red light, and a rain-slick street had taken his daughter, Lily, 8 years old, bright-eyed, wild-haired, with a gap-toothed smile that could warm the coldest winter. His therapist called it complicated grief. His ex-wife said he was unraveling. Nathan didn't argue. He didn't have the energy to. So when the cabin ad popped up in his email, a rental on a forested island, secluded, quiet, a place to breathe again, he booked it without thinking. No plan, no suitcase, just escape. The ferry dropped him off in a fog that smelled like pine and salt. The cabin stood at the edge of a moss-covered clearing, its wood dark with age, its windows blind and still. Inside, it creaked like it remembered being alive. Rooms branched off in strange directions, doors opened in places he could have sworn were blank walls the moment before. He slept, fitfully, dreamlessly. The first night passed like a sigh. The second night, he tried to find the bathroom and opened the door that shouldn't have been there. He stepped through and found himself standing in a kitchen. But it wasn't his kitchen. It was brighter, cheerier. Cereal boxes lined the counter, and somewhere, faintly, a cartoon-themed song played from the TV. Then came the voice, small, clear, familiar. "Daddy!" Nathan turned, heart pounding. There she was, Lily, standing on a stool, holding a spoon too big for her hands, her face lit up with joy, completely unaware of the way the air had been punched out of his lungs. "You're home early," she giggled. Nathan couldn't speak. His knees buckled. The world went dark. When he woke, he was lying on a couch, covered in a warm lavender-scented blanket. Lily sat behind him, drawing a dragon. She looked up, grinning. "Did you hit your head or something?" He stared at her, unsure what to believe. Was this a dream, a psychotic break? He didn't care. That night, he stayed, asked about her day, what she liked at school, what she wanted to be when she grew up. He told himself he wouldn't cry. He failed. But she just hugged him and said, "Don't be sad, Daddy. You're here now." He left only when she fell asleep, slipped back through the strange door, back into his own old cabin, still echoing with her voice. The next morning, the door was different, and behind it, another Lily. A little older this time, in a soccer jersey. She ran into his arms, laughing. "You came to my game, just like you promised." The next door, Lily in a ballerina costume. Then Lily missing her 2 front teeth. Then Lily with a pet rabbit. Each version a different world. Each one a universe where she lived. He visited them all, sometimes just for a minute, sometimes for hours. He told her stories, read her favorite books, sang the lullaby he hadn't been able to finish at the hospital. "I'm proud of you," he'd whisper. "You made me better. I'm so sorry." He said everything he never got to say. But with each visit, a quiet truth began to grow in him. None of them were his Lily. Not the one he held on the street bleeding. Not the one who loved peanut butter and hated thunderstorms. He loved them, yes, but it wasn't enough. He started opening doors compulsively, wandering from one version to another, always looking for something that felt right. He forgot to eat. He barely slept. He was a ghost visiting his own ghost. One night, the door opened onto a darkened room. Moonlight spilled in across the carpet. A little girl sat cross-legged on the floor, cradling a stuffed bear. She looked up. "Daddy," she whispered, "you came back." He froze. She wasn't smiling. She was crying. "I waited for you," she said, "but you kept visiting all the lilies." His heart turned to ice. "What do you mean?" he asked, voice barely audible. She stood, her pajamas were wrinkled, her hair messy. This is your world," she said. "I'm your lily." No, that's not possible. You died," he whispered. "I was lost," she said softly, "but not gone." Then she looked at him, eyes brimming with pain far beyond her years. "This cabin doesn't just show you what you miss, it shows you what you might have had if you'd stayed." He dropped to his knees. "I didn't know." She stepped forward, hugged him. "You have to stop chasing ghosts, Daddy," she said. "You have to start living." "But I just found you again," he choked. "I don't want to lose you." "If you leave now, I might still be here. You might still have me." She paused. "But if you keep opening doors, I'll be gone for good." Then she kissed his forehead. "Please, Daddy," she whispered, "let me come home." And the world blinked. Nathan woke on the cabin floor, alone. The air felt different, still, whole. He stood slowly, walked through the cabin. All the extra doors were gone. No more portals, just pine walls and quiet chirp of birds. But on the kitchen table, a drawing. Stick figures, a man and a girl holding hands. Above them, in purple crayon, were the words, "Thank you for finding me. Now go live." Nathan folded the drawing gently and tucked it into his jacket. Then he stepped outside. The sun was rising, the path home waited, and somewhere in this world or another, a little girl's laughter rang in his heart like music.